once again. How you all doing this beautiful quarantine day? I hope you're doing great. All right, so today, first of all, I have to apologize for not being able to have, given out a video last week. I had so many things to take care of, so I couldn't even do any recording, any form of recording. All right, so today I'm going to kick off this week's recording, or this week's video, with first of all my reaction to the Skinny Girl in Transit video. Now, first of all, I'm going to tell you guys I'm so happy I stumbled on SGIT. Truthfully, because I started watching SGIT just a year ago. As in, this is the gospel truth. When I used to see all their shows, I'm like, but ever since the men, whatever they had, I have a video on that. I don't know why I haven't even put it up. Ever since that video, I've been, on their channel, and I binge watched the whole of SGIT. So this is my very first reaction video, and I'm going to try to total everything so far. With season 6 now down up to this period. Now, so far so good. The season has been going great, and I think somehow along the way they always try to bend, also they always try to curve, also take us away from the what they're actually trying to make us understand in the episodes, because sometimes you think you understand and you don't understand. So for me, in a nutshell, I think season 6 comes to me in a nutshell the last season of season 6 is just puts everything for me in a perspective and a nutshell. So first of all, I'm going to start off with Tiwa. Now she's a very bimbo correct, she's a very bimbola correct, she's a very good actress, I have to give it to her. For me, one thing I still do not understand is her facial expressions. Because in the last one, or I think 10, episode 10 or 11, I'm not sure, where her Mide told her that he needed her, and she went on about how she was so busy and she had 2 jobs and all. Now, like I said, I had to talk about her facial expressions, because her facial expressions, I also watch what's her name? I also watch oh gosh, what's her name? Because I'm active on her channel as well. She does reviews and reactions on videos. I'm going to find her name and put it in the video here. And I remember in that season, the way she responded, I had to talk, and I'm like, it's either she's not interpreting her role very well, or she's just can't be bothered about her husband, and there were so many opinions on that, because okay, yes, it was Nike, could have taken the most obvious issue on ground, which was Shalewa, but she went there, and I think it was very intelligent of her to have done that, because in a marriage, sometimes we, as married couples, we sometimes miss the plot. We sometimes not understand or forget the reason we are in this place. We are supposed to be a team. So, like I said, I need to really understand very well her facial expressions while she's acting, because she could throw me for a loop and I would still not get it, But I'll give it to her, because the finale, they seem to have gotten it all together, and she seemed to have understood what her role, or what she felt her husband needed from her, or what she felt she needed to do for her husband. Let me use that that way, because she corrected herself. So I think she said she understood what she felt she needed to do, for her union and for her husband. So I give it to her, and I'm so glad for that ending. Now, for me, the strawberry, the icing on the cake, you guys, for me, was Shalewa. I was like, and here we are. Wait for it. Ha! So at this point, this was where I was like, wow! Now, first of all, I have to give it to the people, the wardrobe, the designers of SGIT. The clothes were amazing. And Shalewa's outfits were really beautiful. I had to give it to them. And whoever dresses Tiwa as well, you know, there is nothing as beautiful as working with people according to their body structure. And I think on that, they got that to the T. That aside, Shalewa gave me hope. You know, Shalewa just gave me fresh air, you know. And, you know, I recall as well when I was commenting and I watched other parts and I was commenting on Adenike's channel and I was like, this is a recipe for domestic violence. I mean, this is domestic violence looking at Shalewa, you know, in the face. And I think her come to Jesus moment had to be at the bank, you know. It was that moment. Shalewa had her doubts all the while where Kwame was concerned, but the come to Jesus moment was at the bank. And then it was like, it really, really hit her what was going down. And this is why I'm going to also say this out there to all of us there, all we women and men who are in abusive relationships. There must be a come to Jesus moment. I've done a video on this, being a victim, you know, in an abusive relationship while you're still in love, or, you know, when you think you cannot get out. I'll link that video here so that you can all watch it. And this happened to me. I didn't talk about any other person. It happened to me. So that come to Jesus moment for her was like, if care is not taken, this is me, and this will be me in a couple of months with Kwame. And, you know, the dakpada was just, you know, it was just amazing. And I was enthralled. I mean, if for anything, I think Shalewa made me so happy. You know, I think in everything, Skinny Girl in Transit just eventually made us understand that, yes, Shalewa is quite intelligent. She's smart. She definitely knows what she wants if she gets down to it. And she'll be all right. She'll be fine. You know, that's for me, the whole Skinny Girl in Transit, that's it. She'll be fine. She'll be all right. And, you know, for me, that is the turning point of this, because, you know, one thing also Skinny Girl in Transit did for everyone, or for me, was the fact that they incorporated a lot of things that happen, you know, to everyone or to people in their lives in the show. And for me, I think that's very, very intelligent. And, you know, being able to incorporate that, what people can actually relate with, you know, things that are relatable, what people can actually relate with and actually speak about, and be able to speak their truth and tell their own stories and, you know, learn from what they're showing. And so I think Skinny Girl in Transit got that to the T, you know, unlike some others, which I don't want to talk about right now. So, you know, I think for me, the whole thing, you know, about Skinny Girl in Transit was the message that, you know, it's going to be all right, especially with Shalewa. And then, of course, we had a little bit of comic relief, of course, with Mommy Tiwa and AY, of course, and Wosi. I am so in love with Wosi. Wosi is a character. More or less, Wosi, yes, she has to be the comic relief. She and herself and Mommy Tiwa, they had to be the comic relief in this show. Sometimes Tiwa's mom got on my nerves, but, you know, she played her role and she delivered, you know, exceptionally well. Now, another part of the Skinny Girl in Transit that I want to talk to us about, this is where my video is going to end, is on Shalewa's friend. What was her name? Oh, what's her name again? That girl. If you have a friend like that, run. You see, a friend that cannot bring anything to the table. If you want, I also have a video on kinds of friends. You see, there are friends who are there, and in this video, I also talked about this kind of friends. They are there to urge you on when things are going weary in your life, when things are going crazy in your life. They're not telling you the truth. They're not telling you what to look out for, what to be wary of, what you should be, don't you think you should be careful? There is none of that coming from those kind of friends. They are laughing with you, they are smiling with you. And when I saw this part, and I'm like, these are the kind of friends you need to run away from. I'm going to put this video here so that you watch it. When I saw that part, I was like, wow, this is so on point. Friends like that. Listen, when you're making friends, I keep on telling people, you have to have friends that you have a mutual, a symbiotic relationship with. Okay? A symbiotic relationship is the most healthy form of relationship. A parasitic relationship is a relationship that is one of the most deadly. If you cannot have a symbiotic relationship with your friend, listen, run. Run. I have never ever understood biology so much so with the word symbiotic. Okay? So that particular girl, of course she's not like that. Please don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, be wary of friends like that. She's playing a role and, in my opinion, she delivered. So be wary of friends like that, and choose wisely. Seek counsel when you are not sure of something. It's the same thing I also tell my kids. When you're not sure of anything, when your friends are telling you something that you're not sure your parents will approve of, or something that in your heart, that you're not sure about, I tell my kids, come and ask me. I may not be your best friend at the time, but remember that I can always help you. I'm your mom, I'm your parent. I will always help you the best way I can. Do not be in a hurry, because one of the things Shalewa was doing was, in the beginning, it seemed like she was not in a hurry to get in a relationship, and then boom, she was down with Kwame all of a sudden. Never be in a hurry to do things that you're not sure about. Ask questions, find out, do your little research. It may not even be people that you trust. Most times, it's not people that you are close to you that could give you the answers you're looking for. Strangers could be your best source of information. I've tried it before. I'm telling you, I've tried it before. And you will get the point of view of somebody who is so neutral, who is nothing to you. That is, you're getting an honest thing, an honest thought from someone who you have no clue, nothing, no link with. Okay? So, yes, and of course, our lovely Mide, I think everyone is, Mide is just, our, everything, that kind of thing is our, So that's it for me on this particular episode on the season 6 and season 6 episode 12, of Skinny Girl in Transit. What did you all think? What did you love about the episodes or about Skinny Girl in Transit? What was the amazing factor for you all in this episode? And if it relates to you, what would you change? What have you learned? Okay, because for me, truthfully, there was something. For example, one of the things I learned more than anything was from Mide. I'm not a guy, I'm a lady. But one thing broke me down, because most African men are not like that. Mide's ability to be communicative to a non-communicative partner. This is a man trying to be communicative to a woman who is non-communicative. That particular thing I saw made me, and I'm like, listen, it really does take effort. A lot of women and men act this way, and some people wallow in that. Communication in any relationship is key, is vital. And Mide just gave himself that, he gave it to her and said, tell me how to love you. It broke me. And that is key. So that was my takeaway in Skinny Girl in Transit in this season. Communication. How do you communicate with each other? Because most times you think you have the answer, You don't have the answer. I don't have the answer. My husband may not have the answer. But then that vital question, tell me how to love you. Let me know how to do what you want me to do. And I think that, for me, is a turning point in any relationship. So for me to you guys, thank you all so much for being here with me today. I love you all. Do not fail to like, share, comment, hit the notification button and subscribe to my channel. Yes, hit that subscribe button. It's not going to cost you anything. It's not going to take away anything from your life. It's just a subscription. Hit it, and then I'll see you guys in my next episode. Bye bye.